I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back to another episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I'm underwhelmed. No, I'm Shane.
Underwhelmed and underpaid, you know?
Look, I think your intro could have been better. I'm gonna need you to fucking work on that.
It could always be better. That's
what she
the
said.
point. I want people to tune in every week going, maybe it's better this week. And it won't be.
Definitely
You're
not.
welcome. I mean, it'd be cool if I did change it up, but I just don't know how to appeal, because we have such a wide variety of people that listen to this show.
Wide.
All walks of life.
Yeah.
You know, we got people who are like cool, and then we got people who are like friends with me. How do you please all of them? I don't know.
Tens of hundreds.
Tens of tens. Upwards of 7, you know. Would you like to read off our lovely Patreon people in
We
the
would.
sweetest, most seductive voice you can do?
We would like to thank Adam Pacino, Tony Burgess,
No, you gotta
Miles
keep going.
Samantha Norton, Natalie Tacarante,
Oh boy.
Mark Stadler,
Oh no, Mark.
Kylie Gangwish, Colton Sammersla,
Oh,
Jeremy Brazzers.
Jeremy Brazzers. That's pretty awesome. Hey, you know, I'm glad that those people are here. And you know what? I would be glad if you all decided that you wanted to be Patreon people. And if you want to do that, you can follow our Linktree, which is in the description and pretty much fucking everywhere that you can like find this show. It's there. And you can click that and you can go to our Patreon, become a Patreon member, and we'll read your voice in that honeysuckle of a voice that Shane has. And, you know, if you don't want to do that, you can leave a review, which we have a new review this week. 5 out of 5 stars. Titled Great Pod. And the description says, good content, good viewpoints. Sometimes they are funny. Okay. And they sound very attractive. Listen, we
You're
aren't.
about 50%
but
right.
Thank you.
Hold on. Hold
Oh,
up. Don't look. My sultry voice matches my face. All right.
Oh,
I'm as
well,
pretty as I sound.
okay. You know, I appreciate this review because it's honest. It's who we are at the core of our show. You know,
I like it.
sometimes funny, good viewpoints, good content, and sounding very attractive. Which I don't know if that's necessarily true for me.
I
But
do have a face for radio.
yeah, and the fucking voice. I had a voice for silent movies too. So, and it's fucking hopping on the YouTube this
Yeah.
week.
We got 3 comments. 2 of them coming from old Kylie Gangwish, or I'm sorry,
Oh,
coming from Kylie Gangwish.
there you go.
Yeah. The first one, she's talking about how in last week's episode we were arguing about how the air fryer was amazing because I think it is, and Levi's a loser. There's
Well,
that.
I just
And
don't like
then
how people talk down to me about
Kylie-
it. Like you just fucking did. Case in point.
The next one is Kylie again, saying, I think knowing Jeremy personally makes that his new name even better. So
Yeah. It fits his personality pretty good.
I love it.
I would not be surprised if next time I go drinking with him that he starts introducing himself as Jeremy Brazzers.
Oh, he heard me say that?
Oh, yeah.
I love
100%.
it. Yes.
Yeah, he's just been binging this show at work, apparently, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I love that.
the heck out of all you people that listen to our show. Yeah.
And then finally, returning person that comments on every episode so far is Mr. Jixer 1196.
Heck
He
yeah.
said, "Did they ever figure out why she had a bunch of fetuses?" I guess in reference to that lady.
Because she was using them as a like she's gonna use them in court. That was her rationale. Like, I have proof, dead babies. See, they're selling dead baby parts. I have too many of them, and they don't even cook that well. So, whatever.
He thinks it could have been witchcraft.
Obviously, yeah.
So there's that. And then his parting message was, "Buy Sheeb. It's the next big crypto."
Okay.
So, he's now using us to promote for him.
Well, I mean, it's not his crypto. He didn't invent it.
Right.
It's just something that he's invested in, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And we don't play those games around here. I don't like to promote things I don't understand. So.
No one does. It's provocative.
Yeah, exactly.
It gets the people going.
What's new with you there, buttercup? Butterscotch pancakes?
Gearing up to move.
Oh, yeah, that's
Pretty
coming
soon.
right up.
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
Damn, son. Nervous,
So-
excited, ready to move on with getting out of Virginia. Ready to be closer to Emmett, I bet.
Dude, I'm super ready to be close to Emmett. I think that's
Makes
going to be
sense.
the best part of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss everyone that I've met here, man. Like I've made some pretty good friends. I've in the short time I've known Mr. Jixer, me and him are pretty cool, you know.
Yeah.
And then of course you met my roommates when you came out here last
they're
year.
Just JK. They're very nice people.
So yeah, we have a townhouse out there. Everything's moving smooth. Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's good. Yeah, I mean, you're somewhat of a social butterfly. It's not really hard for you to meet new people, and then I don't know how many people that you know that are still in Washington or are going to be in Washington again, but I'm assuming there's going to be some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not positive who's all still out there, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I think
it's a small.
I think the
maybe,
role that
you know?
I'm. Yeah. Well, I think the role that I'm going out there to fill, it's going to be different for me, right? Because I've never been a first class in like a squadron before.
Oh, right.
And like there's a disconnect. There is a natural disconnect between like the person running the shop and everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely like for people who don't know what we're talking about, like, it's essentially a supervisor position, like, well, it is a supervisor position, but it's also much more than that because I don't know, there's a lot going on.
I think it's more of like a G, like to connect it to compare it to some people know. I think it's more of a GM position.
Oh,
like
yeah.
when you're at a restaurant, because the GM is in charge of both of the shifts. Yeah.
Oh, true. Right, because you're overseeing the whole work center, whatever shift they're on.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't really envy a lot of those guys. Like, I look back on my time in, and I'm like, there's a couple people that had it together. Like,
yeah.
There's just some people that just know how to handle people and know how to get people to work for them properly and know how to motivate people really well. And then there's some people who just don't. And you know that they were put in that role because they had to get put in that role. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to get rid of him. You know what I mean? To try and kick their eval up and get them promoted and get them on with their life,
Yeah.
And those guys are pretty obvious. But then there's like the people who kind of do a good job, but then kind of like to fuck people over too at the same time. And
I'm hoping I can find that happy medium where I care about, where I like can actively like be there for my people, but also kind of skate.
Yeah.
Because I'm really good at skating, so we'll see.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
You're going to be able to find skaters that much easier.
Well, I think it's going to, so my thing is I'm going to have to find out how to show up to a job that I've never done.
Yeah.
On that big a scale anyway, and then I think I'm going to hate my life for like the first 2 months.
A little bit, yeah.
Maybe longer, until I really figure out how to just like get everything in order and keep on top. Like because I don't know. I've only ever ran one shift before. I've never ran an entire work center.
Work center, yeah.
And there's got to be shit that I had never seen, never have any experience doing.
Yeah. You got to look at the secret files.
Dude.
You know, the
I get
files
to go
that
to
they
those...
keep on shitheads and they're like, they don't show anybody else. I had a couple of those. I only know this because my one LPO that I had in Fallon was like, oh yeah, I heard there was something about this blah 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 that happened. I was like, that was like way before you got here. How do you know that? He's like, oh, they keep all that on the file. I'm like, I don't like that at all. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't like it. Like what? Just let it go. Fuck, come on. Let me grow and change as a person. Don't keep that in my file so every person that's ever in charge of me ever looks at it and goes, nah, okay. Well, he still did that, so you know.
I'm also not really good at I'm not good at whenever something bad is happening, just walking in and going, all right, guys, we're gonna we're just gonna eat this shit sandwich and be happy about it. I'm very much like, all right, guys, this fucking blows. Let's just get it done.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not a bad way to do that, though. I don't think you don't have to make everything positive. Don't. You know, I think
your shop's morale depends on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's just some things that people know are essentially shitty, though. Like you can't turn a fucking turd into a golden nugget sometimes. I mean, it's just
but
the way she goes. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of times where you can put that positive spin on it, but ultimately there's going to be those other moments where it's like, yeah, I don't know how to break it to you guys. This sucks asshole, but we got to fucking do it. So just help them. Just do it with them. Yeah. That's the best way to do it. Like,
nope,
all right.
I'm gonna ride that desk and, you know, hang out in the smoke pit and drink my coffee, you know. All right, guys, figure it out.
Yeah. I'm so excited for your workers. That's gonna be exciting. Hey, what do you ever think about what happens to airplanes after they leave service?
They go to an airplane graveyard.
Sometimes.
And then they go to airplane heaven.
If they've been good airplanes. Not too many hard landings. So there's this guy in England, I want to say, or no, Australia. And he bought oh no, fuck, he's American, sorry. He bought Royal Australian Air Force F-18 Hornets. You want to know how many he bought?
All of them.
46.
What?
Yeah. So he's based he's a owner of Air USA located in Quincy, Illinois. And he owns the world's most advanced private air force after buying 46 F-18 Hornets.
Dude, how rich is this dude?
I have no fucking idea.
He's got to be insanely rich.
It won't tell me how much he paid for him, but I would love to know.
I thought brand new they're like 30 million, right?
Legacies for sure. Like, I don't know. It's fucking funny though. He's just like, yeah, I got all these fucking things. I think they're all. Well, it doesn't show all of them, but it shows a picture of one, and it's a single seater. So is that Charlie? I don't remember.
They're legacies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're Charlies.
Nailed it. Going back in, getting that 25K. What's up? Fucking call me, guys. Recruiters. There you go. Nailed it. So yeah, I just thought that was fucking wild. Like, why do you need 46 of them? No clue, but he's got them now. So, man, really interesting that that is something that somebody could just do. I heard a story once of one of my LPOs actually tell this story when he was, I don't even remember where he was. He was in Florida. I don't remember if he's being an instructor or what, but he said they got a call because a guy had said that he had pieces of an airplane, like a Navy airplane, because it said Navy on it. He's like, okay. So like a bunch of them rolled deep down to this guy's thing to see what they had, you know, a bunch of guys from different types of aircraft, you know, specialties and whatever, couple officers, couple chiefs, and some warrants and shit. And they go back behind this guy's, like, shop, and he had a fucking Blue Angel painted Hornet. Yeah, just had it. And they're like, what the fuck? Where did you get this, man? They're like, yeah, I just bought it from this guy.
Yeah. Yard sale.
Like, bro, you don't just casually just buy one of these. Like, seems like a planned purchase, but all right. So they had to tow it. They had to get it on like an actual tow truck and take it back to a boneyard and like
That's
decommission
insane.
it properly. Because I guess
Yeah.
it still had like some stuff in it. Not everything, but yeah. It didn't have motors or anything, but I guess it had some electronic stuff. And yeah, I was like, whoa, man, that's crazy. Like, you imagine your neighbor just backing in a truck. Just is a bright blue with yellow accents airplane, fighter jet on the back of it. Granted, they're not militarized, so they literally just fly, but
Yeah.
it's still fucking weird. Did you know, you probably did know this, but like, before they got rid of all the Hornets for the Blue Angels, now they're Super Hornets, but before, did you know that that was like pretty much the last stop for those planes before they went to the boneyard?
No way.
Yeah, like they would like Alpha plus plus shit or like
Yeah.
plus plus shit, and then like at the very end where they couldn't plus it anymore, they're like, all right, go paint her and put her in the Blue Angel. And so like the Blue Angels, the crews there, they're all just regular sailors. Like,
Yeah.
well, they obviously have to be pretty decent at their job to get there, but the crazy amount of maintenance they have to do to keep those things show ready every fucking day, pretty much, like in season,
And
is insane.
And you
Like,
see how they have to like stay dressed too. Like they have to like
Oh, yeah.
all their uniforms are like pressed and fucking their boots are like crazy shiny. It's like
immaculate.
it's too much.
Yeah. There's this smoke show that came to Fallon as an augment one year, and then I saw her again on deployment. I was like, oh shit, what's up? She's like, oh shit, you finally made it out to the real Navy. I was like, I guess. And
I guess.
and then she went to Blue Angels. And I
Nice.
was like, dibs. Not really. Way out of my league. But still pretty cool. I was like, oh shit, I know somebody. And like
Look.
on their Instagram they made a post and they like had her there. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is fucking so and so.
Dude, don't you dare say she's out of your league, okay? I read a study that says attractive women like to be with less attractive men, so there's hope for you.
Well, I'm not seeing the fruits of that, you know. But
Well, you
whatever.
gotta get out of the basement.
Can't get out of it. All right, so moving on from the military stuff. So, how much time have you ever spent on like a beach, like a nice beach where you're supposed to swim and stuff?
If I can help it, as little as possible.
Really, you don't like the beach?
I hate sand.
Is it because it's coarse and it gets everywhere?
It fucking gets everywhere, dude. It's like mustard, bro.
What?
Really? You know? Okay, here. Follow. Just hold
Sand
on.
is the mustard of ground materials.
Listen to me.
Okay.
All right. So anytime I've ever eaten anything with mustard on it, it always gets in a random place that it shouldn't be. Every
The
fucking
back
time.
of your elbow? Is that what
Sometimes,
you- oh my god.
sometimes it's on your shirt. Sometimes you won't feel it drop or anything. It'll just be on your shirt, or it'll get on a weird part of your hand, and then and then it's fucking everywhere.
It's on the
like
back of my eyelid and shit. That reminds me of when I was visiting my brother and his fam. My niece, she's sitting at the table with me and my buddy, and we're playing. I think we were playing dominoes, and she like sits down, she's coloring, and then I'm like, "Hey, Charlotte, what's on your shoulder?" And she like looks. I was like, "Is that pizza sauce?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why do you have pizza sauce on your shoulder. She's like, I don't know. Just have it. I was like, are you just saving that for later or what? Like, I was trying to imagine how it even got on her shoulder because, you know, it's not like she's a crazy eater. She's not like, you know, like a boy where they just sawdust and shit just like all over the place. She had pizza sauce on her shoulder.
You're canceled.
Oh, man. Why?
How dare you say that women can't eat food fast?
Oh, I know they can. I'm just saying
Canceled.
they're more messy. Dudes are more messy. That's a fact. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Nice try. Anyway.
All right, tell me about the beach.
If you, what would you do if you were walking around on a beach and then you just saw a 11-foot hammerhead sitting there?
11-foot camera head?
Hammerhead.
Oh, a hammer.
Shark.
Oh, I was like, a part of a... Why is there a tall-ass hammer on the fucking beach?
Thor's hammer washes up on the beach, and you have to pick it up.
Well, I'm pure of heart, so let's go.
Well, okay.
Sultry voice, pretty, pure of heart, you know, catch.
Super humble. So an 11-foot hammerhead shark washes up on a Florida beach. Of fucking course it was Florida. Visitors at Pompano Beach, north of Fort Lauderdale, encountered a shark's corpse last weekend, 2 weekends ago. Team of scientists from the American Shark
Yeah, can you read?
Conservancy? Okay, there we go. Well, because, like, usually it's conservatory, but conservancy doesn't seem like the right word. I mean, obviously it is because they're the organization, but
Is that a big hammerhead?
Well, hold on. I was gonna scroll down. It's 11 foot long and 500 pounds, not 1,500. Jesus Christ. So they can get as long as 18 feet, but 11's pretty big. Especially one that just washes up on the beach. Usually, you're getting those guys out towards, you know, deep water. Shark in the water. Oh, man. You know what I just thought of?
What?
Jaws, and then I thought of Lycan and his obsession with Jaws.
God, I miss Lycan.
I do, too. That's about the only thing I miss from that show. I do miss live streaming, but it's just so much easier to do it this way.
It really is.
Yeah, it sounds better. You know, we can do it on our own time and still, you know, push out an episode by Wednesday at the latest, you know?
Yeah.
And instead of like, well, we're fucking putting all our eggs in the basket, making sure somebody has time on this one day when we're going to stream and record, and it's going to sound like dog shit. Anyway, I digress. Speaking of crazy shit happening in Florida, you know those people who were like, man, Matt's racist. Do you remember that?
Matt, yeah, I do remember that, saying that Matt was racist.
Okay, did you know that there's an opposing view where math is racist, but it's not racist in the way that certain people would say? It's actually attempting to indoctrinate students. Ipso facto critical race theory.
Oh my God.
That's what Florida education officials did when they rejected 54 math textbooks for attempts to indoctrinate students. So, in case you were wondering if Florida ever, you know, went saying, no.
They're doubling down at this point.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I don't care. I don't care. So Governor Ron DeSantis said in a statement, it seems that some of the publishers attempted to slap a coat of paint on an old house built on the foundation of Common Core indoctrinating concepts like race essentialism, bizarrely for elementary students. I'm grateful that Commissioner Cochran and his team at the department have conducted such a thorough vetting of these textbooks to ensure they comply with the law. You know what I've never done in my life?
What's that?
Is gone through a math textbook and gone, man, we are racist as fuck. Like, look at this problem. Don't you guys get it? Kill Whitey. No, it's just so ridiculous. Like, nobody pays attention to math anyway. And if they do, they're not paying attention to the fucking pictures and shit in a math textbook. You know what they're doing? Waiting for class to get out. I'm going to.
You didn't like math?
No, I never had a really good math teacher, I guess.
No.
Or I'll rephrase. I never had a math teacher that could handle me. Seems like a better answer. Because sixth grade wasn't too bad. He was the math and social studies teacher, and that was like the last time I ever got a good grade in math. And then 7th grade, it was I don't know. This lady, she was okay, but then 8th grade is where it all went downhill.
Yeah.
I had this lady, Mrs. West. She was close to retirement when I got to her, you know, and I think I might have pushed that date up a little bit, but
yeah, probably.
She straight up kicked me out of math class like for the year. And I had to, it was pre-algebra, and in our school system, it was you take pre-algebra in 8th grade if you're dumb, and then you take algebra in 8th grade and get a high school credit out of it if you're smart. And if you're really dumb, you take it in high school because you couldn't get into it in 8th grade. So, so I did a lot of crazy stuff in this lady's class. And one of the things that I would do, I got caught texting one time. And then after that, I said, okay, got it. And I had a bunch of like old phones that I didn't use. You might be able to see where this is going. And and so I started bringing them and just started doing ridiculous stuff, like picking up a fake call in the middle of the class. Like, oh, no, this is a great time. And, like, you know, just playing ringtones and stuff. And so she would just take these phones. And I'm like, I don't care. That's not my real phone. And she's like, I'm still confiscating it. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't want it anymore. That's why I brought it here, because I knew you were going to take it. And then, like, the last one that I did, like, this was pretty close to the straw that broke the camel's back, it was a home phone. It was not even it could not have even passed as a cell phone. Like, it was very obviously a phone that belonged at home. It had, like, the little rubber antenna and no screen and the rubber block buttons and a little clip so you could hang it on the charger.
Yeah.
It was obviously not a cell phone. And that's the one where I answered a fake phone call. And yeah, so anyway, I got kicked out of that, and then I had to retake pre-algebra, and I took it with a football coach my freshman year, and I did okay. And then every other year, I was just kind of phoning it in because I didn't care. I was not interested in math. I liked all the other subjects, like history, slaps. English, slaps. Fucking science, it's cool. I don't really get a lot of it, probably because I'm bad at math. But it's still pretty sweet. Actually, me and Mark were in a biology class in my sophomore year, his freshman year, I think. Something like that. And we killed it in that class. I got best grade I ever had in the science class that year. And it was funny because she used to yell at us all the time because we were talking. And we're like, hey, man, we're done. Like, we already did that shit. Now we're just chilling.
Oh, so anyway. What you're saying is you cheated off Mark.
No, we worked together.
And that's when Mark learned that he wanted to be a nurse.
Yeah, I think, maybe. Anyway.
He wanted to help people.
Yeah, he's like, let me help this special kid, and we'll figure it out. So anyway, math books are overcorrecting for racism, apparently.
Okay.
I miss
agree to disagree.
Miss the good old days when you had a math problem about a guy buying 462 fucking watermelons, and nobody thought that guy was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't remember that, but all right.
You've never had like a math problem where it was like, hey man, this guy, fucking Joe Bob, bought 372 donuts, and then he ate half of one, and then shot 14 out of a cannon. How many does he have now? And you're like,
yeah,
what?
And he gave away
not as many
halves.
as he started. Yeah, like, why are you doing? Who is this man? Who is this man?
Look, man, if you're walking through the jungle in a canoe and one of your wheels falls off, how many pancakes does it take through for 3-foot-and-a-quarter-inch doghouse? You know what I'm saying?
And how quickly will the Ghostbusters get there?
Oh, man.
Have you been paying attention to any of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard stuff?
I heard that she's countersuing him for $100 million.
Yeah. So he's suing her for libel for pretty much ruining his career.
Yeah.
By saying that he abused her when there's no actual evidence towards that, and there's actually a fuck ton of evidence to the contrary that she was abusing him. So her former assistant testified. He is testifying as well. He testified today, actually. Yeah, it was fucking wild.
Yeah.
Feel bad for the guy. Like, it's so crazy seeing like the pictures that like got like some internet sleuths kind of looked up and like saw like, oh, he's got like these bruises, he's got this black eye in this picture, like she fucking cut off a fingertip. Like, it's fucking insane.
She cut off his fingertip?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you can see him at like he went to a hospital for kids, like as Jack Sparrow, and he had like a big ass bandage on his fucking one of his fingers.
Yeah.
And then there's like x-rays showing his fucking finger all fucked up. There's pictures from the incident itself. It takes a couple minutes of Googling and you can find all of it, but
dude.
Yeah, dude, it is crazy. And she's like, I don't know, she's so what's the word? She's like a sociopath, right? Like, just spinning everything into like this weird tale about him being like this abusive monster and this and that. And then there's like people who have known him for fucking ever, and they're like, I mean, he abused like drugs maybe, but like other than that, that's about it. Johnny, he's a decent guy.
Dude, look, I know what happened, all right?
Okay.
She told him to put the toilet seat down one too many times, and she was like, all right, you know what? Finger's coming off.
Snap.
No, I really feel bad for him, and I hope that she gets nothing, and I hope that he ruins her.
Yeah.
I hope that she never acts again.
Yeah. Like,
in this day and age where rightfully so, guys are getting called out for being terrible fucking people.
Yeah.
If it's proven, that she's fucking terrible, then the same shit should happen to her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so upsetting, like, just seeing how out and doing all these events, and he would like go to all these like children's places dressed as like Jack Sparrow all the time and doing stuff like this, and like now you don't ever see him doing stuff like that, and like he's just in this really, really depressing place, and like everybody's pulled him from their projects, like the second Fantastic Beasts.
The third. He got pulled from the third one.
Third one?
Yeah,
Okay.
he got pulled from the third one.
I haven't watched any of them, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got pulled from the most recent Pirates of the Caribbean too, right?
I think they just canceled doing them. Like, I think they were like, nah. Which is insane, because those movies, despite how people feel about them, storyline-wise, make fucking money every time. Like, Disney launched themselves into the movie sphere with Pirates of the Caribbean in 2003. It's grossed, since it's released in 2003, $4.5 billion worldwide, and then you add all the other movies on top of that, because was there 5 total?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. And it's not like Fast and the Furious where they just kind of run the same thing into the ground. It's like, he's a pirate, cool, that's the same thing. And then everything else, the storyline's fucking different. You don't really know, in one, the bad guy's trying to accomplish something different than the other bad. Like, it's not the same formulaic thing. And yeah, very upsetting. And Amber Heard, she was just so gorgeous, and I was like big fan of her. And then now, not at all.
Look, there's that graph they talk about, right? The crazy to hot
crazy scale,
dude. She's that pretty, so that means that's probably why she's that crazy. You know?
That makes sense. Have you? I doubt it, but have you ever seen the movie Keeping Up with the Jones? Or I think it's just the Joneses. It's got David Duchovny and Demi Moore.
I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
So she's in it, and she plays this. Okay, so the movie is it's a fake family that gets planted into rich areas, and they basically just sell products by using them in front of rich people who are like, I gotta have that shit.
Oh, okay.
And it's a really fucking interesting movie. But Amber Heard's in it. She plays the fake doctor to David Duchovny's fake dad, and she's fucking insane in that movie too. She she keeps trying to fuck him, and he's like, and Demi Moore has to whoop her ass, like, hey man, that's your fucking fake dad. You can't be banging him, not again. And then you're like, again, because David Duchovny's character is like new to that, you know.
Yeah. She actually plays a crazy person in Criminal Minds, one of the episodes.
Oh really?
She's like, yeah, she's a psycho. So I mean,
so it sounds like she just showed up to set, and they're like, roll it.
Yeah, right. She's like, I got this. And then
That's
Johnny was like, yo, you're hot. I bet you're kind of crazy. You're gonna be fun.
Yep.
In his eccentric kind of way about shit.
And he's like, fuck. Now I can only do Dior commercials.
Dude, after he fucking lost some of his pinky, he was like, yo, this was a bad move.
Bad move. He described their early parts of their relationship that it was too good to be true, which makes sense. Yeah. I would think that if I just saw her in the same building. I'd be like,
well, dude,
oh, fucking Amber Heard, it's too good to be true, dude. And then she stabs you.
Well, that's that dopamine high you get on when you first meet someone. You ignore all of anything that would bother you.
All the red flags.
They're amazing. They're so amazing. And then like once it starts to wear off, and you have to like you actually see who they are, and you're like, how the fuck did I miss this?
Yeah. Rough. So hopefully this this kind of like puts a little more focus on her bullshit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So from the finger incident, he had obviously had a private nurse, and she gave a testimony about having to scour through a fucking wreck of a house trying to find the fingertip after he got injured during a fight with Amber Heard.
Yeah. Which
is fucking wild. Like when you're having troubles finding a fingertip, that means the house was fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that should be very obvious, as, you know, there's probably blood leaking from it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had some messy houses before, but holy shit, I can always find a fingertip.
Always.
Wait, what? You know what they say about Levi? He can always find that fingertip.
He can always find that fingertip, dude.
That last story, fucking Ezra Miller, the Flash, arrested again in Hawaii.
Damn.
This fucking guy
arrested in Hawaii again?
Yes. Or yeah, I don't know. For being somebody who plays the Flash, can't get away from cops for shit. Yeah, arrested for second-degree assault early Tuesday. Fuck, today? There's no way. It has to be last Tuesday. He's taken in custody about 1:30 a.m. Oh, so maybe it was last night. Allegedly became irate when asked to leave an acquaintance's home and threw a chair at a woman. And then
she looked at him wrong.
Yeah, and the woman who was hit with the chair had a 1/2-inch cut on her forehead. So, you know.
Oof.
Pretty cool stuff going on there.
Sounds like he's got a drinking problem, maybe.
Or a drug problem. I don't know. Or he just needs help. I don't know.
He's rich and bored, you know.
Same.
Tough out here.
Yeah, start out here for a pimp. All right. Well, that's all I got, fella.
That's all you got? All right, man. So yesterday, at 3 p.m. in Queens, New York, the body of a mother.
The mother of a body.
Oh man, the body of a mother was found in a duffel bag about a half-mile away from her home.
Oh no.
Yeah.
In a duffel bag?
Yeah, dude.
That means she was chopped up.
I don't know how to say her name. It's Gaal, so Gaul maybe.
Gal.
Okay, well whatever.
That's
Gaul,
terrible.
Gal. I don't know. I don't. She's a 51-year-old mother of 2 teenage boys. She was found in a duffel bag about half mile from her home. They determined the cause of death, but they haven't released it yet. Sources believe that she told her youngest son she was going out to see a friend or to see a show Friday night. At some point, a man who police believe she knew she met up with, so a lover scorned maybe. He was like, "Yo, when are you divorcing your husband?" All right.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you're not." Duffel bag.
Oh, you're not double bag. Oh no.
Yeah. So it wasn't the husband because the husband was away with their other teenage son looking at colleges.
Wait, so there was a kid that was home?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Did he find her?
Well, they found the body in a bag half mile from the house, so probably not.
Got it. In what state?
Queens, New York.
Ooh.
Surveillance footage captures someone appearing to drag a duffel bag on the street hours after, or hours before they found it. The trail of blood led to her home. That's insane, dude.
That's also like, how bad of a criminal can you be? Like,
they actually brought her younger son in for questioning. Like, maybe he fucking chopped her up.
Like, Mom, I'm not fucking folding my clothes.
That's insane, dude.
Duffel bag.
Oof.
That's rough. Man, I always forget that serial
dude.
killers still or not serial killers, but just murderers still exist, right? Like, you don't think about them in like a current context because you're always learning about one from like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, there's still people just killing people for fun. It's kind of crazy.
And I guess the killer left a message.
Ugh.
I'm trying to find where he said. Does not say. But they called, I guess the killer called her husband's cell phone and left a message.
Oh. Super fucked up.
Yeah.
From her phone, I'm assuming?
It doesn't say. It just says that the killer called and left a message on her husband's cell phone. So probably. Oof. Some Tinder date gone wrong, maybe.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
That is wild.
Well, let's fucking switch gears.
Switch it.
To your favorite part of the show. If you're still watching, you know what you've been waiting for. Still watching, listening, whatever you're doing. Just listen to the sounds of my sultry voice.
Jesus.
All right.
Control.
Debuting at number 1, Unlimited Love by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 2, I still don't know how I'm supposed to say this. 7,220 by Lil Durk or 7220. Let me know in the comments. That's on you, Kylie. Let's do it. Number 3, Encanto, the soundtrack. Number 4, Dangerous to Double album, Morgan Wallen. Let's go. Fuck, man, come on. All right, guys, look. Pick a new album this week and listen to it a bunch.
Stop listening to Morgan Wallen. And...
No, stop that. Nope. Keep listening to Morgan Wallen. Just find another album to also listen to. Listen to Morgan Wallen's album and another album and just do that. All right? But at number 5, Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. Number 6, The Weeknd, or The Highlights by The Weeknd. Holy shit. Up from 69 to 7. Too Alive.
Album won't go away.
No, Too Alive by Yeet.
Yeet. Yeet.
Probably is how you're supposed to say it.
I bet it is. Because it's probably super cool.
Down from 7 to 8, Certified Lover Boy Drake. Down from number 1 to 9, Mainstream Sellout Machine Gun Kelly. And then down from 9 to 10, Planet Her Doja Cat.
I've been watching a lot of Doja Cat videos. Gotta tell you, big fan.
She's pretty.
She's funny as shit too.
Yeah. Have you seen that episode where episode from Dave where he's like trying to date her?
Yeah.
Bro, I was, dude, stop. You're ruining it. Stop. The whole time he's like blowing her. I was like, stop it, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
She's actually famous, in the show and in real life. And you're in the show, you're not. So come on. Well, that's all I've got.
Yep. Hey, you remember how earlier I said, hey, check out our Linktree? Well, here's something cool that you can do. You can go to our Linktree. You can share us from any of the things that you like to share from with your friends. Also, I made a fucking website because I'm
made
cool
a
as
fucking
shit.
website.
Not for us, but for me personally. For my art stuff. We already have a website. It's okay. Probably could invest in doing that a little bit better, but one thing at a time. Anyway.
He digresses.
Website. I digresses. I digresses. And you can go to Linktree and click on my link, and then it's the top link on my link, which is Linktree/HarrisonArt. Or you can go to the website, LeviHarrisonArt.com, because I'm a boss-ass bitch like that.
He's a boss-ass bitch.
Yeah. That's what I keep him around for. He's my hype man. Yeah, so, check that out. Give it a look. Give us a listen. Share your friends. Okay. And stuff like that.
Also, if you're in the mood for some other podcasts, you should check out Kicking It with the Kellys, The Remedy Room, Dutch and Denver podcast, and No New Friends podcast.
Heck yeah.
Oh, and then don't forget to go check out Mr. Jixer 11. Fuck. I said it in the beginning of the episode. Check out Mr. Jixer's YouTube channel. He put a new video up.
Go to our YouTube channel, and then you can see his comments in our comments, and click on him, and then
click on him, and then watch his video. Yep. He's riding motorcycles. He's cool.
He's a motorcycle guy.
He's a motorcycle guy.
Hey. Anyway, I think that's it, right?
Yes.
I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.